Good. All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakodash. I want to give double honors unto my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from, and peace and salutations to the Akyam and to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, that are pushing this truth out without faith and in sincerity. I'm the brother Shema Allah from the Great Millstone Houston camp. And this is going to be a lesson centered around Esau Edom, which being the so-called white man. You know, this is the wickedest, the most wicked ruler out of the planet Earth that is ruling the earth today. And this lesson came to me from watching one of the elder brothers, Bakwasha videos entitled Believe the Rich Man or Die. Because the rich man is Esau Edom, because he has this whole world in his hands given to him by the Most High. Right? He was set up by the Most High, just like the other ancient kingdoms that ruled back in the day. Right? The Most High set them up and he brought them down. Right? But part of Esau's blessing was that it was going to be the fatness of the earth and the dew of heaven. And so this man, he has everything, but how did he get it? Right? Another part of that blessing was the sword. It says, by thy sword thou shalt live. Right? Isaac, through the Spirit, gave him that blessing. You know? So now that's how he became that rich man. Right? By that sword. And by him having all this power and having the fatness of the earth, our people, being the Israelites, the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, they look at this man as a god. Right? The League of Esau sees just the best thing going on the planet Earth when it's the complete opposite. You know, but since they are blinded, you know, by all these things, right? They listen to Esau and whatever he tells them to do. Right? Like he's their father. That's why Yahweh Shai stated in the book of John, I believe it's 8:44, he told them, hey, it's like ye are of your father the devil. You know, the lust of your father you will do. Right? So, you know, Esau got a grip on some of our people's minds. Right? And, you know, I'll just get into the lesson. You know, I don't want to talk too much. But, yeah, this is basically what this lesson is going to be about. This is Sirach 13:21. It says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up with his friends. Right? And like I said, this rich man represents Esau Edom. When he is falling, or, you know, or if he's in a bad situation, right, he has people to help him. You know, the rich man, right, Esau Edom, and the ones that's going to help him, right, will be our people. You know, they, even after all that we've been through, even all after that this man had put us through in slavery and still putting us through, right, Esau Edom still has thousands and millions of helpers of our nation. You know, which being the Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? But it says, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. Let me read all this over. It says, a rich man beginning to fall is held up with his friends. Right? Anything happening to Esau, man, they right behind him to protect him. You say anything against this man, and our people are at your neck. Right? Esau fuck up. You can't say nothing about him because you're going to have some of our people trying to justify what he's doing. But it says, but a poor man being down is thrust away by his friends. Right? But we are being thrust away by our people. We coming out, we speaking the words of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, and they ain't trying to hear it. Right? They ain't trying to hear nothing we got to say. This is Matthew 11:16. But whereunto shall I liken this generation? It is like unto children sitting in the markets and calling unto their fellows, right? The prophets are the children calling to their fellows, which are the people of our nation. We're trying to get them to wake up through this truth. We're trying to get them to come to the realization that this place is going to be destroyed. Esau, Edom, so-called white man rulership is damn near over. right? And that we have a kingdom coming. But what are they saying? It says, and saying, we have piped unto you, and ye have not danced. We have mourned unto you, and ye have not lamented, right? So we coming out with this new song, you know, which is this truth, which is the words out of the Bible. We are preaching this gospel, right? He said, but they ain't dancing to the tune. They want us to turn it off. They don't want to hear nothing. Right? We're trying to tell them that this place is going to be destroyed, but they don't want to hear it. What does the scripture say? It say that Isaiah, in the book of Isaiah, prophesies unto us smooth things. Right? They don't want to hear the truth. So this is going back to Sirach. and 22. When the rich man is fallen, he had many helpers. He speaketh many things not to be spoken, and yet man justify him. Yeah, no matter what this man say, right? You're gonna have people of our nation backing this man up, no matter whatever. Right? No matter what he says, no matter if he says the right thing or the wrong thing, right? And 10 out of 10, Esau ain't saying nothing right. But it says, when the rich man is fallen, he had many helpers, but he speaketh things not to be spoken, and yet men justify him. Right? Just like with Donald Trump. Hey, man, this dude be saying some crazy stuff, man. You be like, God damn, like, bruh, really? Like, did he just say that on TV? And you would be surprised how many of our people support this man. Right? But we support him in a way as of him, you know, bringing this kingdom down, right? Starting this war, World War III, right? Bringing this chip in, right? We believe that he's gonna be the one to do it. You know, that's why the Apostle to Heart said, hey, shit, he'll vote for him, right? Not just because he just likes his personality, you know, and he believes in him, that he will keep this place going. Nah, it's the complete opposite. But you have people of our nation that actually love this man. You know? But it says, the poor man slipped, and yet they rebuked him. He spake wisely and could have no place. Right? So we represent the poor. The poor man. Right? It says that he spake wisely and he could have no place, right? Because we are speaking things that ought to be spoken. We speaking of the salvation of our people, right? We speaking of the downfall of the so-called white man, right? Speaking of the things that are gonna come to our nation, man, and that's the thing that you should want to hear, right? But he said we can have no place. They want to listen to him and his bullshit, right? But when we come in with the truth and with this gospel, They don't care. So this is Ecclesiastes 9:16 says, Then said I, wisdom is better than strength. Nevertheless, the poor man's wisdom is despised, and his words are not heard. Right? Our wisdom is despised because we not on the same level as Esau in their eyes. Right? We don't have all the riches that he got. We don't have the fatness of the earth right now. So they look at us like, who is this dude? Right? That's what the next verse is gonna say. It's Sirach 13 and 23. Sirach 13 and 23. When the rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They stole it to the clouds, right? When this dude's, anything that this man say, they believe it. Man, hey, the so-called white man say anything, bro. Hey, it's just in Jake's mind, which are the Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Hey, it's automatically true. They don't have to do no research. They don't have to look nothing up. They ain't gotta do no reading. Nah, hey, if he said it, it's gold. That's their mind. But shit, we know that Esau Edom, he's a liar, right? We know that what the Psalms, the 55th chapter say. It says that basically his words were softer than oil, but yet they were drawing swords. You know? Or his words were softer than oil, but war was in his heart, right? So it was the complete opposite of what he was saying. You know, this man, the scripture said he was a liar from the beginning. You know, but they extol his words to the clouds. It says, but the poor men speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumbled, they would have to overthrow him, right? So when we speak to our people, right, we try to tell them what's right, what the Most High said. They're like, man, who is these dudes? Right? They say that, you know, we ain't set up in this society to a point of having all the riches and degrees and stuff like that. So to us, they look at us as like we just regular so-called black dudes, right? Just coming out there talking that BS, right? When we speak in the words of salvation, right? Scripture say these words are able to make you wise unto salvation. You know, but hey, man, Jake won't learn until this place until they die, basically. Right? They gotta. The Most High is gonna have to take them out. It says Lamentations 4:17. It says, as for us, our eyes as yet fell for our vain help, and our watching we have watched for a nation that cannot save us. Right? And we were all in this state of mind before. Right? But the Most High that took us out of that. But you still got our people still trying to look for salvation through Esau Edom, through his society, trying to come up. Right? But there ain't no salvation in Esau Edom. It's only destruction, because Esau is looking to destroy you if you're an Israelite. Esau's latter end for you, really, he want to exterminate you. He don't give a damn about you, but our people, they can't see that. After everything this man has done throughout history, they cannot see it. Right? They always, bro, even back then, bro, they wanted to be joined unto this man and to his system. During the time of the Maccabees, bro, when Antiochus Epiphanes was ruling, right? They tried to join them. Man, let me read it. This is 1 Maccabees 1:11. Oh, damn. Hold up. 1 Maccabees 1. And your lyric says, in those days there went out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we have departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Right? He said, let's go make a covenant with the heathen, make an agreement. Right? And part of the part of the law, right, in the law, it said you ain't supposed to make no covenant with the heathen. Right? But you see that this is what they were going to do. These wicked men during the time of the rulership of the Greeks, they were the heathen at this time. This is what these are the This is what the scriptures. This is who the scriptures are referring to when it's talking about the heathen. It says, so this device pleased them well. Then certain the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. So the king, Antiochus Epiphanes, gave them permission. He gave them a license. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, hell yeah, y'all can do it right. Go ahead. Bro, so they wanted to be joined unto these people so bad that they went to the king to get permission. It said, whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen, and were sold to do mischief, right? So they didn't put off, or they stopped worrying about the law, statutes, and commandments that were given unto us, and they started living like the heathen. That's how, this is where the term Gentiles came in, or who Paul was teaching salvation to. This is who he was preaching to, right? Who he wrote those letters to. So you see that they joined themselves to the heathen. They want this. This is what they wanted, right? And they still doing this today. They are still doing this today, joining themselves unto Esau and his ways, right? But trusting in this place is going to be to their shame. So Isaiah 31, it said, woe to the rebellious children, said Yahweh, they take counsel but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may ascend unto sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right? They go to the white man for every damn thing, to be healed. Right? Like if they sick, instead of praying to the Most High, they go to him and to his damn pharmacy, and he don't do nothing but make it worse for you. He might heal you or whatever you got going on, but he give you, hey, you read the side effects on that shit, man. You gonna have fucking 30 other things is wrong with you, right? Talking about some heart attacks and vomiting and just, man, why can't you just heal a damn thing? He got to give you all these damn problems, right? That's why we stick to the herbs, man. We try to pray to the Most High. Well, we do pray to the Most High, and we have faith in the herbs, right? Have faith in the Most High. But it says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion, right? So this trust in this place is going to be their shame. This is going to be their shame, right? Because this place is going to fall. It's like he spoke about in First Maccabees when it says they joined themselves unto them. This is Isaiah 13 and 15. It says, everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So everyone that is joined unto this place, that are into this man's system, that love this place, right? They don't want to go. Like, they figure that the white man is God, right? And ain't nothing gonna happen to this place. And Esau is just the best person. They are the best race, on the planet Earth. They are good people. All of that shit. You're gonna be destroyed, man. Right along with them, right? Because joining hand in hand with him, he ain't gonna do nothing to get you destroyed. Because he's the wicked. He was created to be the wicked. Right? Can't no truth, can't no righteousness come from this man. So you hanging around this dude, man, hey, it's like it says, like the saying go in the world, like if you are what you hang around, basically. The people that you surround yourself, you're gonna become what they are. But they don't consider the latter end, right? Esau don't consider his latter end, and our people don't consider Esau's latter end. But we telling you, right? And I'll end it off with this, right? Which this is a parable. Luke 16:19. There was a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen, and fared sumptuously every day, right? This rich man, again, is talking about Esau, Edom, and purple represents royalty, right? How did he get this royalty? By deceit and wickedness. By that sword. It said, and fared sumptuously every day, right? This man is proud. He's in a good condition. So this is heaven unto him. Like, so he's boasting about the things that he got. That's why he don't think he's ever going to go down. It says, there was a certain beggar named Lazarus, which was laid at his gate full of sores. And this is talking about Israel, right? The tribes, man. That represents Lazarus with full of sores. Let's go to Isaiah, the first chapter. It says, Isaiah 1:5, why should ye be stricken any more? You revolt more and more. The whole head is sick, and the whole heart is faint. From the sole of the foot even unto the head, there's no soundness in it, right? From the head tribe, from Judah unto Issachar, right? It says, from the sole of the foot even unto the head, there is no soundness in it. It says, but wounds and bruises and putrefying sores, they have not been closed, neither bound up, neither mollified with ointment. So Israel has been wounded, right? We are wounded. We were wounded because we didn't have our power. Our power had forsaken us, and he gave us unto the hands of Esau, Edom, for our disobedience. So we went through slavery and all those things, and he tore us up. As a people, he destroyed us. And our people are still destroyed, and the Most High is only healing certain of us and having us come back unto him to preach this word and have a chance of salvation, right? Because this word, it does heal you. This word is life, right? And he has given life unto us. you know. But this is Luke 16:21 says, desiring to be fed with crumbs which fell from the rich man's table. Right? These people, our people, they want to make it. They want to be something here. They want to try to, make something of themselves in the society, establish themselves. That's why you got these damn singers and rappers and actors of our nation. They do whatever Esau tell them to do. Like, you don't just get rich, that's our pure talent, man. It's already out there what goes on in Hollywood and all that, man. Like, Esau is a sick dude, man. He's into sexual magic and all of that, disgusting BS. And our people, they be with it just to get the riches, just to be something here, right? And what he's giving them is crumbs compared to what he got, compared to what the elites got. Yeah, man, that's crumbs. $300 million, $900 million. But hey, that ain't nothing to Esau, bro. And you want to compare your money to the elites? Them the true big dogs right there. In the terms of money. But it says, moreover, the dogs came and licked his sword, right? These heathens, right? They can come over here. They can start a business and be rich just like that. It says, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. And the rich man also died and was buried, right? Because when everything's all said and done, man, hey, Israel gonna get the kingdom. They're gonna rule, right? They're gonna be at peace, right? They're gonna live righteously, all right? But it says the rich man died and was buried. Hey, this ain't nobody gonna really remember this dude for who he was. All of his status, the riches that he had and who he was on this side, man. Hey, ain't nobody gonna remember that shit. That shit gonna be gone, bro, out the window. It says, and in hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and see Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Right, so he gonna be in hell, meaning that he gonna be catching hell in our kingdom. He gonna be putting them through hardcore slavery, just like he put us through it. Right, he gonna be getting his ass tore up. It says, and see Abraham afar off, and Lazarus in his bosom. Right, you gonna see us living it up in our kingdom, bro. It says, he cried and said, Father Abraham, have mercy on me, and send Lazarus that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I'm tormented in this flame. Right, so he gonna be wanting us to ease up on him. Right, he gonna be catching so much hell, he gonna want to have a break. Ain't gonna be no damn break. That's what that meant, right? He's not actually in hell, because hell does not exist. Hell is not an actual place, as these certain religions teach out here, right? That's not true. Right, that's false. Right, that place does not exist. But it says that he may dip the tip of his finger in water and cool my tongue, for I am tormented in his flame. But Abraham said, Son, remember that thou in thy lifetime receivest thy good things, and likewise Lazarus evil things. But now he is comforted, and thou art tormented. Right, so Esau Edom, he ain't been doing nothing but receiving good things in his life. Right, he got the whole world in his hands right now, right? And you see what he doing with it. Everything is going to shit. But it's gonna come a time to when Israel is gonna have everything, right? Israel is gonna be receiving the good things, and Esau, so-called white man, is gonna be tormented, right? Like Job 4:14-5. The Most High said his bounds he cannot pass. His rulership is coming to an end. Right, and everything's going to translate over into him being tormented, being in captivity, him losing everything. Right, all the riches and the whole world. He finna the grip that he has on the world is loosening up, and that grip is going to be taken away completely, and Israel gonna have that grip. Verse Luke 16:26, it says, besides all this, between us and you, there's a great gulf fixed, right? It's going to be a great gulf fixed, right? It says, so that they which would pass from hence to you cannot, and neither can they pass to us that will come from thence, right? Ain't nobody going to be joining hand in hand with Esau no more, right? Esau ain't going to be sleeping with our women no more. It ain't going to be none of that. And now kingdom, it's going to be a great gulf fixed, which is separation, right? You're going to be on the damn bottom. The bottom of the bottom, right? Because these other nations gonna be over you, bro. It's crazy. You gonna have Moab over you, And Moab silly as hell, right? But hey, you gonna have the Hamites, everybody else gonna be over you, bro. And then soon you'll be exterminated, right? That is your latter end, right? But this place is going to be destroyed, and the people that's joined unto Esau Edom, they're going to be destroyed too, right? So, that really was the whole point of this lesson. All right, so with that, give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Chakadash, double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Peace to the Akim, to the elect that are scattered throughout the four corners of this earth, pushing this truth and faith and sincerity. Shalom.